Dear student, welcome to official YouTube channel of ASSMS IOIT. I am Harshada Magar, Assistant Professor from ENTC Department, will help you to solve some numerical from the subject Digital Signal Processing. Dear student, in this session, we will prove the time shifting property of a Z transform. Let's see its statement. It states that if x of n is having Z transform x of z, then x of n minus k is having its Z transform z raised to minus k x of z. Means if the sequence x of n is get shifted in a time domain by k number of sample, then its Z transform will get shifted by z raised to minus k. And for the ROC will be same as that of x of z, except z will be equal to 0 if k is greater than 0, means the positive value, and if z is equal to infinity, means except z is equal to infinity if k is less than infinity. Let's prove this statement. So the proof will start from the definition of Z transform. So x of z summation minus infinity to infinity x of n z raised to minus n. We can write it down like, now our new x of n is x of n minus k. We have to see the time shifted signal, that is the sequence which is shifted by k number of sample. Then it will be Z transform of, we can say, x of n minus k is equal to summation n minus infinity to infinity x of n minus k z raised to minus 1. So here we will make some rearrangement like this, x of n minus k. So this is minus 1. I can add here 1 minus k and z raised to plus k, so that z raised to minus k into z raised to plus k, it will become 1, so it won't affect our original equation. So in the next step, I can write n minus infinity to infinity x of n minus k z raised to, I have take this minus sign as a common, and n minus k, means what I taken from this 3 z's, that is z raised to minus n, this minus n is taken, then this minus minus plus k, means plus z raised to plus k is taken, so here just remaining z raised to minus k. In the next step, take z raised to minus k out of the summation, okay, because the limits are varying from n only, so k nothing has to do with it, so we take it out of summation. So x of n minus k z raised to minus n minus k. Now again we will replace this n minus k is equal to m. We can put n minus k as m, but at the same time we have to look after the limits. By placing n minus k equal to m, we have to also pay attention to the limits, whether they are changing or remaining same. Now if we put limit n, the lower limit minus infinity minus k, then the limit won't change, that is from minus infinity the minus k can be removed, it won't affect the value, so it will be minus infinity, plus infinity minus k. So from plus infinity, if any minus k get reduced, it won't affect the infinity, so limits they are not changing, they are remaining from minus infinity to plus infinity only, so we can replace n minus k equal to m. So after getting sure about the limit, change n minus k as a m. So Z transform of x of n minus k equal to z minus k, it is out of summation m minus infinity to infinity x of m z raised to minus m. We have changed this n minus k to m, and again we have seen that when you replace this n with this minus infinity to infinity, it is won't affecting the limit, so that we can change the limit as m minus infinity to infinity. So if you compare it with the standard definition of the Z transform, if we compare it with standard definition of Z transform, we can say that it is nothing but, only instead of n here the other variable is m, and the definition will remain same. So we can say that this is the definition of Z transform, that is x of z. So we'll come to know that the Z transform of x of n minus k is equal to Z inverse x of z. So we have proved this time shifting property. Now for commenting on the ROC, ROC will be whatever the ROC of the given x of n will be the ROC for this new term. Only we have to look after whether this k it is positive or it is negative. If it is positive, then the ROC will be the same as the ROC of x of z, except z is equal to 0 when your k is positive, and except z is equal to infinity when your k is less than infinity. It will be the same for z x of n plus k. So we can directly write down it will be z raised to plus k x of z. So in this way we have proved the time shifting property of a Z transform. Thank you.